All right, man, here we go. As we tape, we are approaching what Super Bowl 56.
Yeah,
I believe so. Yeah.
Super
yeah,
Bowl
it's 56.
56.
56.
All right. And we see that the guy who they say is undoubtedly this thing down here, the GOAT quarterback. You know what I'm saying? They say he stepped away, but then I see it never say never and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm talking about? When it comes to the Super Bowl, people are saying we may be seeing the next version of that guy that everybody says. I'm talking about Tom Brady. Come on, American. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, and I'm talking about Joe Burrow because everybody's saying that he might be
hmm
the next one. You know what I'm
Joe
saying?
Nine. Joe Nine Burrow.
Nobody's mentioning Matt Stafford in anybody's GOAT talk anywhere. Okay, nobody's mentioning
Negative.
Matt in that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Negative.
but Matt did say, "Look what a year do." Matt say, "Just change my situation and
That's
see what
facts.
a year do." Same thing OBJ saying, but that's a whole nother topic. But we're finishing it up, America. Okay, we've given y'all up until now from the kickers to kick returners. We've done linemen, what you name it, across the board in the ultimate team game of who's the GOAT at every position. And now we're here at the most recognizable position in football, the QB. All right. Now, America, I know most of y'all may be thinking that this is set in stone. It's a done deal. This is a nothing topic. Basically, we should be talking about who's number two, but you never know with us, guys. You never know with us. Okay. You never know. Okay. So I'm kicking off the T first. T, who you got as the GOAT QB?
I ain't gonna be petty. Maybe it's because I'm soft hearted right now. 'Cause I got my birthday shirt on for my son today. But it's Brady. It's just Brady.
You taking him over your boy Joe
I'm
Montana?
gonna take him over Joe, man. So it ain't no sense in sitting here and prolonging this. Um, Brady didn't come in with a silver spoon. I'm just appreciating the man's career. To be with you, I mean, he didn't come in on a silver spoon. He had to work. He put the work in. He got the opportunity. When Drew Bledsoe went out, he capitalized on that opportunity, and the sky was the limit. I mean, the dude's smart. The dude's accurate. He's a very good leader. Although I don't think he's just this all-time hugely great leader. I think he is a good leader. I think people do follow him because he has exemplified what work will do, what the work do. So it's Brady, man. I mean, you can't argue with numbers. You can't argue with wins. You can't argue with Super Bowls. The guy's just done it well for an extremely long time. There's a lot of QBs in the league that we've seen in our lifetime come and go and don't even sniff the success. Don't even sniff the years of just consistent play. The guy did everything you would ask a professional to do. That the way I define Tom Brady is he is the professional, like the movie, the professional. That's who he is. Bottom line.
Okay, okay. So he went chalk. Caesar, you going chalk as well, and you're going with Tom Brady.
You know, um, we had talked about in our group text with the Mount Rushmore quarterbacks, and it was really interesting to see because I think we all had similar guys, at least one.
Right.
Um, but I liked some of the names that were out there. We all had different names, and like I think when you say GOAT QB, it kind of goes back to what do you consider? Do you consider the wins? Do you consider the rings? Do you consider the individual talent? So it's just kind of like what you're looking for when you break this down. As it pains me to say it, and it does pain me, America. Tom Brady is the GOAT, and I'm not one of those guys that falls all over Tom Brady. I do not think he is as great of a guy as people make him out to be. We crush guys when they throw tantrums on the sideline, but what Tom Brady does, we call it passion. When he rips his teammates on the sideline, we say that's great leadership. But when Antonio Brown does it, you see what I'm saying? Like it's
Oh yeah.
it's a totally different story. So I don't big up Tom Brady for being the guy, but he is a winner and he does it on the greatest of stage. He's lost some too, but he's been there so many times. It's just like you can't put a value on that. You know what I mean? And then he cemented it even more by going to playing with Tampa Bay, winning the championship with them, playing at a top level into his 40s where people don't even do that. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where I wanted to say Dan Marino on this show. I wanted to find a way to do that, but then that would just it'd be kind of ridiculous if I hopped on here and said Dan Marino because of what he can do as an individual. But then, Tom Brady's got, almost more rings than he does fingers. So again, as much as it pains me to say, it is Thomas Brady Jr.
America, y'all know I love my brothers dearly, but I got to be the one to bring some truth to this matter. Okay? I just got to do it. I'm sorry.
Come on with it. Come on with it.
Here you go.
And I will admit something. I, too, was about to declare Tom Brady the GOAT. Until Stanley Earl Lynn decided not to come on here tonight.
Here we
face me. See, I was gonna throw him a curveball. I was gonna throw him a curveball and say, I give in. I have capitulated. Aaron Rodgers has pissed me off too many times.
Yeah.
But no, he decided not to show up. So it made me go back to my research then. It made me get out of my feelings about what transpired in the playoffs and go back to my notes. And my notes say it is not Thomas Brady.
Yeah.
My notes say that currently the greatest quarterback of all time is Aaron bleeping Rodgers. But shortly, he will be surpassed by Patrick Mahomes. He will. Let's look at it. Okay?
You got to do it. You got to do it.
Yeah.
Folks say that Tom Brady is the GOAT mainly because of the ships. We know that.
Right. No doubt.
Otto Graham had 7 ships in 10 attempts. He had 7 of them. Okay?
Yep.
Just like Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Another thing people say he the GOAT for is his longevity. When we all know he's playing in the softest era ever as a sitting duck quarterback. He was playing at the same time your Hall of Fame quarterback, Caesar, Troy Aikman, was playing, and your Hall of Fame quarterbacks, T, and
Young and Montana.
Joe Montana and Young.
Yeah.
You know what would have happened to Tom. Because that's what happened to y'all boys. Then, I know Steve.
About that.
I know Steve got taken out by concussions.
Same thing with Troy.
And then Joe, absolutely. It was some complication. I was watching his thing or something like that. Some complication from getting hit. It was something.
I can't remember.
Bro, they would have imagine what them boys would be doing to this man without these rule changes.
Lawrence Taylor hitting Tom Brady would be great for a lot of people.
Or just say the guys today, if they didn't have to be so cognizant of how they throw them down, and you can't go low. That's the Brady rule. You can't go high because they don't want to pay these bags for the concussions. You can't land on them. That's the Aaron Rodgers rule. I do have to get it up. Aaron playing in this same soft era. That somebody can come for me with that. Aaron playing the same soft era, and I just had to take that one. Okay. But cool. You look at the numbers. He got the touchdown number. He got the yardage number. Cool. As I said before, so does, drum roll, Emmitt Smith. So does Emmitt Smith. And nobody in our Who the GOAT RB took Emmitt Smith. Nobody. Not one took Emmitt Smith. Even though he has those records. Because he didn't pass the eye test. We knew when we saw Barry, that was different. We saw Walter, that was different. It hit different. Tom Brady, when you watching them play quarterback, it don't hit different. When you watching them hold a trophy, that hit different. But we say it's the ultimate team game, and we say defense wins championships. All these things cannot, something ain't right here. You know what I'm saying? So that
statues coming down in 3,
Oh, yeah.
2, 1.
I'm not
They did.
see my brother. See what my brothers do.
Yeah,
You see what my brothers
statues
do.
coming down, America.
They out. I'm giving you logic, America. That's all I'm doing.
You know.
I'm giving you logic. Patrick Mahomes is coming for it though. He can make all.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Now, see, now I'm about to tear down the statue. Now.
Did that leave a bitter taste in your mouth? His last performance?
Yes, because Patrick Mahomes is starting to feel real Aaron Rodgers-y to me. I just made up a word, America. Aaron Rodgers-y, where we're gonna look at this guy and we'll just be like, man, he can do it all. And I used to say that about Aaron Rodgers. I really did. I used to be like, and y'all know me. I was one that would say Aaron Rodgers is the most talented quarterback that I've ever seen. He can make all the throws. He can scramble. He got it all.
Yeah,
right.
Well, that's what I say about Patrick Mahomes. But my worry is they can do it all except win.
He got a Super Bowl already, Caesar, in like 3 years.
He does, but that Super Bowl, I don't really know if that was him, man. I don't. Now, the Super Bowl they lost, that was him. That Super Bowl they lost was him. He absolutely was the reason they even showed up. Because
now, this is a statue. This is a statue coming down here.
Because without him in that one, that would have been horrible. And that was a 31-9 loss that they had. But that championship they won against T-Squad, I mean, he had some bad plays in that game. He had some really bad ones. And
but the whole run, though, remember, he brought them back in those games. They were down.
He did. Listen, he's got his one. Aaron Rodgers got his one. Both super talented guys. But at this point, Patrick Mahomes has done less on the big stage than he has done more. And I'm willing to tear that statue down for now. The good thing for him is that he's on this side of his career instead of the Tom Brady side of his career. So he's got ample opportunity. But, you know, Tom Brady has one of the greatest tight ends of all time. I think Patrick Mahomes has the greatest tight end of all time, if you ask me. He has Tyreek Hill. Yeah.
Where were you for that episode? Did you miss that episode?
I wasn't here. I was absent, America. I took a sick day.
You taking Kelsey already?
I am.
So you tearing statues and erecting statues
at the same time.
What
at the same time on the same show, America. On the same show, I'm gonna tear them up and I'm gonna build them, and I'm gonna build them up at the same time.
That's called redoing. That's called revitalizing the city. That's what that's called.
Rewriting history is what I'm doing.
He is trying to gentrify the NFL. Is what he's doing.
Revitalizing.
I'm rewriting history, America, before your very eyes. That's my worry though with Patrick Mahomes is that he's gonna be the next Aaron Rodgers, and there's nothing wrong with that. Aaron Rodgers is an all-time great. But as Wells would tell you, there should be a lot more in the cabinet besides individual awards.
He does have 4 MVPs.
He is
4 of them. If he get one more ring, it's gonna be undoubted then.
But will he though? That's what I'm saying. I watch these guys. I'm sick of saying Aaron Rodgers is unbelievable, and then when we get to the games that matter, I got to console my brother.
The number one thing, though, okay, like I said, you gotta have that defense. And people gassed my defense this year, and we were still only 13 in scoring defense this year.
Yeah,
people were acting like I had a top 5 defense this year. I think this narrative that gets going on TV, and then you if you don't go look up the numbers and you're not watching the game, you be like, okay, that dude's doing pretty good, and then he's like, oh no, that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't had that. Like, we ain't had the Belichick defenses, Aaron Rodgers' career like that, for real. Yeah. We haven't.
After I'm gonna give a shout out to a journalist I respect and Dan Patrick. He made this comment when Patrick Mahomes signed like his $400 million deal. Shout out to the Dan Patrick Show. He said, we may be crowning this kid too early. And he was saying it in a way of, he thinks that this kid has all the tools to be the greatest of all time, right? But it's one of those things where he had just won a Super Bowl, played in the second, and it was like, okay, the expectation is he's going to be here every year, man. It's hard. It's hard. And that's why I give the credit to Tom Brady, because take it from a Cowboy fan, it's hard to make the playoffs. It really is. And we play in the NFC East. That was the knock on Tom, but he plays in the AFC East, so he should be there every year. Man, I play in the NFC East, where 9 times out of 10, your teams are trash, and you just need to make it to the playoff. But it's not a consistent thing. It's hard. That's a luxury that Wells has had. That's a luxury that the 49ers have had here recently, figuring out how to get into that postseason where anything is possible. That's why I give him the nod, because he was always there, giving his team an opportunity to play for titles.
But Caesar, that man had 3 Super Bowl victories before he was even nice in this league.
Yeah.
He had a Super Bowl victory throwing a total of 2,843 yards in a season.
Yep.
18 touchdowns, 12 picks. He won another Super Bowl. What did he do that year? They went 9-7 the next year, so he didn't win no Super Bowl that year. But they went 0-3 and then 0-4, or was it 0-4-0-5 when they went back to back?
Seemed like 0-4-0-5 to me.
No, it was 0-3-0-4. Okay. Oh, and 0-3 they won the Super Bowl.
College then.
0-3 they won the Super Bowl again. He had the number 1 defense in all of the league that year, by the way. Okay. And in 0-3, his numbers were 3,620 yards, 23 touchdowns, 12 picks. Like, this dude ain't lighting nothing up. He got 2 bowls already. Yep. Then they go back in 0-4. He gets another bowl, 3,692 yards, 28 touchdowns, 14 picks. He just being a game manager and got 3 bowls before he came nice.
That's fair.
That's the luxury he had up there with that hoodie. Now, eventually he became nice.
Yep.
He did become nice eventually. That's why I said I'll give him.
You got to give him one. You just got to give him one.
I'll give him the GOAT pocket passer. You know how you got? Okay, y'all remember when we used to have NCAA, EA. We're waiting.
Come on with it.
Waiting. Okay, y'all remember y'all be recruiting on the game, and you can get you a pure pocket guy, and then you can get you a balanced
guy,
and you get you a scrambler. Okay,
right.
I would say Brady is the number 1 pocket guy that I've seen. I'm gonna say that I've seen, because I need to do some further deep diving on a guy like Warren Moon. The fact that racism kept that man out of the league so long, and that man numbers are still top 10 all time, that wows me.
Amazing.
And I'm talking like 6 years or something like that. They kept him
amazing.
Out. So that wows me. But from what
he's a multiple MVP and champion over there in the Canadian League, like multiple years, back to back. So that shows you how great Warren Moon was.
I want to look at him as a pocket guy, but when I say that I've seen, I'm really comparing him and Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
And even though I like Peyton Manning more,
I do too. Yeah.
It just was some time that Brady came up close.
You ain't pushing P. That's what you're saying. You ain't pushing P.
I want to, because that Omaha, them checks, it seemed like, now that I look at it, it seemed like Peyton was doing too much at that line sometimes. Yeah. Like, you got Edrin James back here, bro. Yeah. Or you got Joseph Adai back here, man.
Yeah, just hand it off, man.
Like, hand this thing. We ain't got to do all that. Just hand it off. And Brady don't do all that necessarily. You know, I ain't saying he ain't making reads. Yeah. But sometimes he realized, I'm just going to stick with this, or I'm just going to take this check down. I'm going to let that be it. So that's cool. So I give him GOAT pocket pass. That's it.
The greatest compliment.
I need somebody go get me a 3rd and 4 with their legs, Caesar.
The greatest compliment I can give Tom Brady, and there's 2 of them. Tom Brady's team is down with like 2 minutes to go. I just feel like the game is over. Like you left him too much time. I remember a Saints game where they left like 49 seconds on the clock, and he had I think he had like one timeout and just marched him down the field for a game-winning touchdown, not field goal touchdown.
But you seen that with Aaron Rodgers did that to your Cowboy.
No doubt.
Patrick Mahomes just did that with 19 seconds left.
But Brady typically ends his with chips, or at least the appearance in the Super Bowl.
So you got a defense to go with him.
So and then I'll say this, and nobody else can say this. We can go back into the history books. Nobody else can say this. Tom Brady has had 2 Hall of Fame careers. 2. And I ain't talking about just separate teams. The amount of years he has played, you can split that bad boy down the middle. From the game manager Tom Brady to the I'm the guy Tom Brady. He's had 2. He can go in twice. He can literally go in fat face Tom Brady and then chic model Tom Brady.
Avocado ice cream Tom.
Because you can't hit him. How long Troy would have played if you couldn't hit him?
Nah,
Troy wasn't soft, was it?
No, he was not soft.
So he could have played. He could have kept playing. Joe Cool could have kept playing. Steve Young. All these boys could have kept playing. John Elway. They were getting lit up. Bruce Smith was laying them down. Aaron Donald, when he sacked these boys, he got to snuggle them and then place a pillow down for them and then place them on the carpet. That's what he got to do.
You
guys come on over.
Just come on.
You got to come on over here to us. You just got to come on over.
It's all right.
And just accept. In this case, you gotta fortify the statue.
Ain't no sense.
He's Emmett Smith.
No sense.
Y'all know he's Emmett. He's Emmett. Him and Emmett should be smoking cigars and drinking together.
Ain't no sense in stressing out your equipment.
Matter of fact, this segment should be who's the GOAT QB, and then Tom Brady, because like he shouldn't even be mentioned with other QBs for real. Like seriously, he shouldn't even be mentioned with other QBs. Like we need to have a conversation where it's like, okay, Tom Brady played football. Now, who's the GOAT QB?
So
you see what I'm saying?
So it's
switch that super real quick.
So is Otto Graham the second GOAT?
No,
is Otto Graham at 2?
You say Tom Brady played football, and then you can say, is Otto Graham the GOAT QB?
It is Otto Graham at 2 because he got 7 titles as well. Then
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know that.
If we going by the titles, he got 7 in a shorter time.
Does he have 2 Hall of Fame careers?
It didn't take him all that time to do it.
He just different, man. I'm just going to respect. Brady's just different, man.
Yeah, he just walked away and he led the league in all the statistical categories. And I know you'll say it's easier for him to do that.
Yes, it is.
But you gotta
easier for everybody.
But you gotta go by the era.
That's
like
true.
You
That's why I'm going out there.
Everybody do the same. Anybody in the same league.
That's true. That's true.
You know, so
only reason he ain't gonna
count
the only reason he won't do it next year is because his wife told him to come on home. Otherwise, he'd probably do it again next year.
All right. So when you say that to me, that because the 2 guys I'm mentioning, Aaron and Patrick, are in this era as well. Then I had to go back to like a guy like John Elway. Yeah. John Elway was cutting up in them 80s and didn't have nobody come to the party with him. He was just really on some solo dolo for the promo, getting the Denver Broncos to Super Bowls for real.
He's on my Rushmore.
Like dude was that folk was saying this is the prototypical quarterback, big arm, mobile, headed. Dude was everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Brady in a tough era.
Yeah, Brady was eating finger foods at that time.
Slide that right in.
Yeah,
and in tough
finger food.
Come on, man. You
Marino, Elway.
This is 15
at the time.
This is 15 yards in the NFL. This is 15 yards.
Did not realize they were pushing a product at that time. They were pushing a game. Now they're pushing a product that makes them ultra amounts of money. It's different. That's the NFL. That was the NFL. That's what the NFL did for us from the 80s to now.
Right.
They said, look, we tired of our best of the best getting killed.
Yeah.
We tired of Steve Young missing 4 games and Troy missing 3 and all that.
And by the time
we pushing P in the NFL now.
By the time Patrick Mahomes is done playing, they may literally have him with flags on his jersey. Like it may literally be you can't even touch it may be flag quarterbacks by the time Patrick Mahomes is done playing. And so the next generation will say, nah, man, Patrick Mahomes wasn't all that. You couldn't even, you had to pull flags off his hip.
They probably wouldn't even wear a helmet.
Say,
but even their eye test, though, they're going to see that he moved different. His eye test different.
I agree.
His eye, yeah, I know Tom Brady's a sitting duck. All eye test don't say go.
All I know is this. There's a man I know that smokes a cigar that's in the bowl tomorrow. And he like, but I beat that dude twice. Talking about Pat Mahomes.
It's true.
He over there like,
he lost to he lost to the Browns twice this year too.
That ain't my problem.
But I'm just saying.
I'm just telling you what
he lost to the Browns twice. Ultimate team game.
Crown him early.
Oh no, it's Aaron Rodgers right now.
I beat Pat.
It's Aaron Rodgers, even though he won't take the vaccine. Which I don't care nothing about that. Care about the lies, but he's still the GOAT. Well, America, y'all chime in and tell us why y'all say Tom Brady is the GOAT, and I gotta see what y'all gonna say. Why y'all put it on stuff. My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit Statement Tees, LLC.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.